Hey guys, Setenogo back, welcoming you to the third installment of Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Alright, sorry I haven't been updating, guys. I had some stuff to do, but I should try to update at least 2 videos today, maybe even 3. But we'll see how far we can go. Alright, so while I was gone, I did some grinding, not too much. But hopefully enough to beat Dran. I did beat him in a practice file with this team, so hopefully we should beat him this time. And I apologize if you can hear traffic, because I live on a pretty busy street, so you know. And I have to have my window open because it's pretty hot over where I live right now. Last episode, I apologize if you could hear something in the background, like, it may have sounded like me breathing. That's what I thought it was when I listened to it again, and I tried to remove it, but I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. But, what it actually was my oscillating fan is right next to my bed, which is where I'm recording right now. So you could hear everything. Well, you could hear the fan. And it was really annoying noise, so I apologize for that, but I turned it off for this recording session, so you won't hear it. Oh, there we go, pretty easy, we knocked him out. And he'll come up and join us. And Dran is probably somebody we're gonna keep for a while. He's gonna help us with he's gonna help us with the classes and such, like the arenas. And I'm probably gonna get rid of Slib. Well, let me check out their stats. Alright. And let's see some. Yeah, definitely take away Slib. Okay. I'm sure we'll use Slib in a very long chain of breeding at one point. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I definitely will be trying to get one of the highest ranking monsters of some of the families. Most likely, I'll only be showing like the breeding, and I won't show like a ton of like grinding, because the grinding takes really long in this game. I watched actually a Let's Play of this by somebody else, and I don't remember who it was by. I can't remember his name, but he showed a lot of the grinding, and it just went on for way too many parts. So I'm gonna try and do like hardly any grinding. Maybe just do some rooms, and you know, do the rooms and the classes, obviously. I forgot how far we got. Alright, so, yeah, I definitely won't be showing any grinding. Something I, have the, leisure to do is, fast forward the game, actually, because I am on an emulator. So it makes, grinding much, you know, easier. And I apologize if you hear me sniffling or like my voice just sounds different. I do have something. I'm coming down with something, or I may just have allergies. So excuse me for that. So oh, critical hit there. And somebody mentioned to me that perhaps I didn't explain the mechanics of this game too well. Well, when we come into a dungeon, the main purpose of the dungeon is to go around to each of the screens and try and find this portal to get us to the next level. And once we reach that portal, we get to the next level, and once we get to down all the levels, we fight a boss monster at the end. And I think the first couple definitely join you, which is very helpful in the beginning of the game. But after a while, I don't think they join you very often, or at all. Like, I believe it's, you can either get him or you can't. Like, you can't give them meat to make them come towards us. I don't know if I already explained what warp wings do, but if I didn't, warp wings, if we use it, we can transfer out of the dungeon we are at without losing any gold. I believe I probably already said this, but it's, you know, So warp wings are pretty good to have. You should always have at least one. But you don't really need more than one when you're going into a dungeon. After a while, even herbs, you know, those little herbs that we find, or herbs, however you want to say it, even those will start to become useless. You know, at one point it'll be like, oh, another herb, I gotta put it out again. Because we'll find other stuff that's more powerful than herbs, and also, it's just much better to use a healing monster. Because you shouldn't really rely on those items. Alright, I'm feeding a rib to Goopy here, because it's always good to have as many monsters as you can. As many monsters as you can, I should say. Sorry about that. Oh, and let's see. We got it. Okay, so I actually don't know. Like usually they nickname the random nicknames they give you are based on like the monster's name. Like it would be usually like GP or something. Like the initials are like what you would initially think of when you saw that monster. But for some reason, if you can see there, they chose MH as the predetermined name. And I was just thinking, I can't remember when this game came out, but it may, if it came out after Super Smash Brothers, then it might be some kind of homage to Master Hand, because MH and Master Hand, and it's a hand, so it'd be pretty interesting. And I just noticed that today. It's the first time I noticed that. I meant to give a rib to that, or yeah, give something to that Picky, because you know, a lot of monsters that you need show up even in these earlier dungeons. You can use these monsters in like very long breeding. You know what I mean? Like if you breed them over and over again, at one point you'll get into like really high-end monsters. Like, in my other file I've actually been playing, I'm getting pretty close to doing that kind of stuff, and, it's kind of ridiculous how long it takes to breed some of them. But they're really good. So, let's see what I want to use. I guess I'll use a beef jerky, it's the only thing I have. Beef jerky is pretty bad, it's the lowest one. I think it has a really low rate of catch, but you know, we haven't oh, that's something else I want to talk about. We haven't caught a spooky yet, or tamed a spooky yet. So it's going to be much more likely that it's going to join us. Well, it didn't join us there. But once you do get a monster to join you, its tame rate will go down, excuse me, I had to cough. Alright, I'm going to try and edit that out, because that's going to be very loud. Alright, so yeah, it gets much harder to tame them once you've tamed them once, and I believe it gets harder after subsequent tames. But like this kind of gets annoying when you want to tame. I mean, when you want to breed high-end monsters. You know, I don't think I caught an army yet, so I'm gonna try and do that. There is something special you get when you become friends with 100 different monsters. So I'm definitely going to be trying to do that just to show it off. Because this is going to be, I'm going to try and show off as much as I can. What was I going to say next? I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'll move on to a different topic. Another thing, we didn't really get into this yet because we have very low level monsters, but at one point you'll start to get things like skills, and heal is a form, like a kind of skill, and there are some really crazy skill sets you can get when you breed very wisely, but I'm not really good at breeding. Like, I can only kind of figure out breeding list, like charts, like how to get good monsters, but I don't know how to get good skill sets once in a while. Oh, here's one by itself. Okay, now I remember what I was gonna say. to tame a monster, he has to be the last monster that you killed. So let's say, remember that fight with the two spookies and the army ant? If I gave a beef jerky, when you send out a beef jerky, you send it to each monster. But if I just gave it out and I killed the army ant first, and I wanted to get the army ant, it wouldn't be able to, you know, I wouldn't be able to get it. Like, the only thing I would be able to get is a spooky. So, it's kind of interesting because at the later dungeons, you can find some actually pretty hard monsters to breed. And I was trying to breed this really one high-end monster, and I kept breeding all these monsters, like lower level monsters, to get that high-end monster, and I realized they were all in like different dungeons, and I could have just went out and caught them. It would have been much easier. And it was pretty stupid of me to do that. Oh, I have to see. I talked about plans. Yeah, I talked about plans. I need to change Dran's plan to all out or whatever, charge, or I think, because that'll make him more likely to use fire, air. I can control them directly right now because we are not in a tournament. So when I'm just out in the dungeon, I can control them directly. Here's Wadaboo again. And I believe he's trying to get into that city. And that golem is defending that city. Yep, there we go. So, the objective here, it's always to destroy the other monster. But, I guess the thing here is that, you know, he's blocking the entrance to that city. Oh, something else I'm gonna change. I always forget to do this. I'm gonna change the text speed. Actually, you know what? Probably like 3. I don't want to go too fast because then you guys can't read it. I'm gonna heal up with my herbs because I have a ton of them, so I can afford to use them. I mean, you know, you find them everywhere. Alright. Anything else I want to do? Nope. Okay. And I believe at the end of this battle, you actually do get golem. Okay. So, interesting about a difference between this game and Joker. In Joker, Golem is actually a pretty high level monster. He's like rank A, I believe. Oh, hold on.